All right, next, we're just going to work a little bit of stance and motion from here, but also in wrestling a lot of times, you know, like let's say an underhook, when I have to step and I have to work on exploding from one leg, I might misdirect somehow over here, preload this leg, and go over here. It might be the same thing the other side. So we're going to work stance motion, okay? I'm going to work just moving forward, basically trying to keep my whichever leg lead you want. Press, back, press, back, press, back, press, back. All right? Now I'm going to switch. I'm going to go sideways, back, boom, shuffle, staying down low in my stance, back, other side, working, shuffle, boom, and every time I go out, I try to go with speed, and then I resist back, resist, boom, resist, working on that. And then let's also work on really just going backwards in our stance. This one, obviously, it slid up on me. That's okay. Back. Back. So I'm working all the angles I'm going to be moving in my stance. Forward, resist. Side, resist. Other side, resist. All right? I want you to do that 4 times each. All right? So a total of 40. All right? Go. All right, the thing we can work on is always just using bungees to be a better athlete. So this is really just going to work. You know, I'm getting some tension, and I'm just going to do a one-legged hop. So not only am I going to have to work on hopping with my feet, all right, but I'm also going to have to use my core to keep myself balanced a little bit. So, 1, 4, control, coming back, control, coming back, control, coming back. I'm going to do 10 on that leg, then I switch the other foot, control, explode, explode, explode. Control. Basically, what this will really help fire is these hip flexors. I can feel my hip flexors right now, just from that jump. Just tired as can be, but power's in our hips. All right, so 10 of each of those. Next one is just our hockey jumps. All right? I got this bungee on, and I got a little resistance, and then I'm just gonna hop, 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 hop. I'm gonna try to get 4. Come back, hop. Notice my leg swings with. Back. All right, one more time. Step, 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 and back. All right, we're going to do each of those 10 times. All right, go. Next one, we're just working on athleticism, different jumps. I'm going to be down low. I have my Russian jumps now. Basically flat-footed. Jump, 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 jump. Control. Control. Alright. Oh, those hurt, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's shoot for 8. 8, because I just did 3 and my legs feel like they're gonna fall off. Let's go 8. I can do the same thing to the side. Down to my stance. Now I'm working, pushing, sideways. Now back, slow, controlled. Back, control. Oh my gosh. We might only go 5. I'm not sure. We'll see. Other side. Shoot for 8, 5 might be a good number. Control. Oh. All right, little Russian jumps. 8 or 5. All right, side, side, and then forward. All right, try it. All right, next one is going to be getting to the shot portion of our bungees. This is something that I actually did a lot growing up, and I really think it helped with speed of my shots. So I get it, not everybody's going to have the easiest ability. You can wrap this around a tree, you can do it on the grass, it'll give you a little bit of cushion. Might have to wear knee pads, might have to figure out something with your knees. Same thing if you're doing it in the basement, put on some knee pads. You got carpet, you got padding, but it's not everybody has a wrestling mat at their house. I get that. So think of yard and think of basement, think of knee pads. If you're going to do it at your house, just take an eye screw, right? A pretty big one, so that it's, when you're shooting and pulling, you're not pulling that thing out and getting whacked in the head by it. So it's a big, probably like a, you know, like a 3/8 screw. You know, make sure it's like a 1.5 long or something like that, and you're going to drill it all the way into your wood stud, and then you can basically attach your bungee to it. Okay? So think of that. We're around a tree. This is just going to go around here. Now, you can use a belt. I have a belt over there. You can use a weightlifting belt. You have a lot of different things that you can use to make this work, because this is always going to be pulling. So if you use a belt in here, it doesn't always pull as hard. But we have 5 basic shots, 4, and then a little single. So we have our high crotches. You got a double. You got a single. You got a knee pull, and then you have a little single. And the idea here is that you're able to hit all sorts of, you know, sides of the body. I got my single leg here, I got my knee pull here, I got my doubles, I got my high crotches, depending on which leg my opponent is leading. And then if you want to get really nasty, you start moving it up. All right, as I got better at this, I did all right leg leads. So I would go 10 each shots. I'd go 10 high crotches, 10 doubles, 10 singles going up. And then I would switch, left leg lead, and I would go singles, high crotch, double, the other side. All right, not that we have to get to that right now, but as we're probably stuck inside here for the next 2 weeks to a month, these are some of the things that you need to focus on to keep up your wrestling skills. You'll be amazed of how fast this will make your shot. So my high crotch, again, always having tension. High crotch, trail leg up. I shoot, trail leg comes up. Double legs, trail leg comes up. I'm focusing on that trail leg coming up. Singles, other side, level change, driving in, shoulder, shrugging that shoulder. All right, knee pull the other side. Hands go down, knee. Level change, 1, 2, knee. Now we drive up from there. Our low single, we're going to start from a left leg lead, so I'm going to drop step. Touch the mat, there's my low single. Making sure when I low single, this foot laces flat. If my toe goes up, I tend to do this more. Now the bungee is going to slip off. All right, so it's touch, so that my hips stay underneath me on the low single. All right, so those are your 5 shots. Then if you want to get real nasty, we switch. I crotch the other side. Double the other side. Single the other side. Knee pull. All right, that should come later. Let's just get through with our initial shots first, but you'd be amazed at how much that'll help with your speed. Let's start off 10 of each and go through twice. So 10 high crotches, 10 doubles, 10 singles, 10 knee pulls, 10 low singles. That's 50 shots. Run through it twice. All right, that'll be 100 shots. Okay, start with that. Go. All right, basically we can use this for outside steps. So working on some of those swim positions, right? This is what we've been talking about. We've been doing a lot of these positions because it's an easy thing to do when you can't hit a knee. If you watch a lot of the Russians, they use bands a lot, but a lot of their stuff are these outside swim ideas. So basically square stance or a slightly leg lead to the side that we're swimming on. And then it's basically an outside step. So we can just work outside step. That would be like a duck position, but anytime we're just level changing. I swim, I come back. There's my basically outside step swim position that these Russians will do a lot. This arm comes up to get them to reach. My level change goes down and it swims. Boom, as this one reaches, and then it'll come through. Alright, so work your outside steps. Other side too. This one's a lot harder to swim on, but for a lot of us medical guys, we're telling you guys to duck that side. Drag. Outside step. Outside step. Work on it both hitting a knee. Boom, 10 of those. And just work, just stepping. Stepping. So we can basically outside step to either side. So, outside steps and outside swims. All right, 10 each side. Go. This one is going to get a lot of likes, especially by Brandon, because this is going to work on your hip toss, your pulse and twist. This is really cool. I just kind of makeshifted a couple different things that I saw, and we're going to design it to work on our hip toss. So, Eli, I apologize. You're probably going to have to do about 200 of these a day, but it'll help your hip tosses. So, basically, here's my bungee. I have a loop. I'm going to take my underhook arm, which for most of us, our power arm is going to be our right arm underhook. I'm going to put it right through, and now I'm just going to wind myself up. As I do this, I want to try to keep this down. One's going to want to come up, but I want to keep it down as much as I can so that it can isolate on my hips, because that is the most important part. That's where our power comes from. Always comes from the hips. So basically, I'm going to walk out here a little bit. All right? I can feel it pulling on me. I'm going to try to be at an angle. I don't want to be trying to hip toss this way. I want to be kind of where my foot is going to hip toss at an angle. So I pull the underhook towards me. My other one comes in. Elbow comes up. And then it's a twist. Twist. Pull. Twist. Underhook. Elbow up. Twist. 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 That's all I'm doing is getting that pulsing twist. Underhook. Pull. Pull. Focus on elbow up. Pulling it back, other elbow in. And working on that twist. Without this on, basically, I have my underhook. And that's my underhook. That's my twist. My leg's going to go right in between his, and it's going to help. It's actually going to help the power and the speed of your hip tosses. So from this, I imagine we're going to see a lot more hip tosses. All right, we're going to do 2-0, 2-0, go. All right, next one is going to be along those same lines. All right, this is going to be all for that right arm underhook. This idea here, underhook. I wrap this around my body, I just kind of wind myself up, and now I'm going to be working on underhook throw by. So I'm going to work on my feet work, but I'm working on that core throw by right here. This is getting resistance, so for me to really get that throw by is really going to help strength and speed. So again, underhook, this foot's going to step in, and I'm going to come out. So I'm extending a little bit more. I got some tension on it. All right, throw by, underhook. This foot comes in, and we bend in half. Club, underhook. Club, underhook. Club, underhook. All right, so without that position, I club, I underhook, I'm gonna step, and I bend. So everything is working here. It's gonna help that same power. Again, super easy. Underhook, wind yourself up, boom, extend. Underhook. Pull that down a little bit. Club, underhook. Pull, club, underhook. I can feel that position strengthening and getting faster when I do it. All right, for this next one, I have tied a knot into it, just so that it doesn't pull, because we're just going to use one of those things now. All right, so let me just get back situated here where we need to be. I think that should be all right. So for this part, I'm just going to work on an arm drag. So I'm just going to grab one. All right, so I just have one thing here, and now this arm is going to pull. I'm not going to be dragging from out here. Whenever we drag, it's normally from right about here. I'm going to step, and this is going to hook, and I'm working on pulling. You can grab with your hand, you can grab with your wrist. You know, normally when you're wrestling, you'll grab basically kind of and hook. It's just a little bit different, but it's a great method where I can and drag, step, drag, drag. When I get here, this is pulling right to my hip. When I'm arm dragging, I'm pulling down as I'm twisting, and then I'm running through the position. Drag, pull, run through it. So I'm trying to just simulate that same motion. Drag, pull, pull, pull. You can bring it up here if you want, because that's sometimes where we're going to be grabbing those arms. Step, and I would be running through it. Same thing, other side. Step. Working on that pull as I'm doing it, twisting. Run through it, back to this side. Run through it. Run through it. Step, twist. Now I can get my reach around. Alright, nice little drags. 20 each arm. Alright, go. Alright, next one. We're going to go back into our underhook position almost. This one's not an underhook, this one's just going to be for an arm throw, but it's going to be the same idea. Arm's going to punch through the loop. Wind yourself up. Again, this is going to want to creep up, go down, push it down. And again, this one, same idea as we had before, except now I'm working my back step. Alright? My Russian back step technically as I step, this one comes right into it, and now I can pull with it. Again, step, this one steps right next to it. Now I'm going to kind of go. So if I was wrestling, my butt would be going right in between their two legs. So I take this, wind myself up. Again, here I am. Now I'm working on that back step. Trying to keep this down. I'm going to try to keep up. It's not super easy to work the back step because you're always getting pulled. Keeping that down. If you want, I think you could probably hold this down until we throw. Step. Again, step, back step, and then it's a twist. All right, arm throw position. All right, 20 of them, go. Next thing, just working on our down blocks. So I just did my stand-ups. Now I'm going to turn it around. Again, I just made a small little hole, not tightening it too much, because I don't want this thing where I can't get the knot out. I'm just going to put it on my foot. I'm going to be facing that same direction down here. Nice and easy, just in my wrestling stance, and that's I'm just down blocking, moving around. Down block, down block. Moving my leg as fleshly. Fake. Down block, down block. Moving those feet. All right, again, 20, take it off, put it on your other foot. And you're gonna work on switching legs a little bit. Put that off. Now I got left leg leap. Moving around in my stance. Down block, down block, down block. Keep that resistance. All right, 20, each of those. Each foot. Go. All right, next wrestling related one is just focusing on helping out with our stand-ups. Granted, we're getting into freestyle and Greco season, but let's still kind of work on those. So that's all I did is I made a small little loop at the end. We're going to do a couple different exercises with this. Basically, I'm just going to put my foot right through here. So you want it kind of snug. I don't want it to necessarily slip off, which brings me to another point. Nobody should ever be standing back behind the end of that bungee. Well, it's happened a bunch of times where it'll come loose somehow, slip off, and it'll fly into that wall, so make sure that nobody is around it. All right? Basically, I have it around my foot. All right? I'm going to put this into the inside a little bit. See, I feel like this loop is just it's not snug enough. So I'm just going to tighten it if I can. A little bit so it doesn't come off. Now here I am. I'm set. Bottom position. I explode. Foot's going to come up. Stand up. Back down. Explode. Back up. So that I'm working on this whole muscle right here to use that bungee. This muscle, my hip flexor, is going to have to fire stronger and faster. All right, now I'm working on my stand-ups. I'm going to do, again, 20 each leg. Take this thing off, it stretches, put it on the other leg. Now you'll see that that foot will fire up with that resistance. So 20 each leg. Work on those stand-ups. I'm in 50, but you should get one because you can do so many things with it. So we're going to start going through some stuff. First one, all right, is basically side, middle, side. And when I'm pulling the side, I'm really trying to get it now. This is awesome for just snapping, right? So I'm going to be here, snap, boom, snap. Every time I'm actually bending a little bit. I can keep going back to really getting those pulls. Every time I go down, I'm really using. All right? So once you get that out, it's not complicated. All right? Side, middle, side, middle, side, middle. Okay? And I just want you to go for about 20 seconds at a time. Real hard, get it out to where it's hard, and then just get that muscle memory down. Set the timer for 20. And just
5 seconds.
Just rip it out.
1, time.
All right, so I want you to do that. You're gonna take, 30-second break. Go 20 again, 30-second break, 20 again. All right, go. All right. Next thing, we're just gonna combo a little duck with this. All right, we just did some outside steps on our ladders right after that. So basically, outside step, arm's gonna swing up. There's my duck under. I'm just gonna come up. I'm not gonna turn too much to where I'm choking myself. I'm just gonna get my head under, come back, outside step the other way. You can get up and look. Notice outside step. My feet. I'm just ducking underneath that, come up. Now, it's a little bit different because when I step, I got these things pulling me. It's trying to pull me in. So normally, if I were not having any pressure on, you know, my step is gonna be more. When I step, I gotta have a little bit of resistance with it. Again, 20 seconds, all right? 20 seconds, just like that. Step, 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 step. All right? Sometimes I'm maybe touching the knee, sometimes I'm not. Try not to, depending on your surface, but if you're on grass, it ain't gonna kill you just to brush the grass a little bit. So 20 seconds, break, 20 seconds, break, 20 seconds. All right, try it. Now we're gonna combo those last two a little bit. So we're gonna go here, here, here. You know, I'll do basically, you know, maybe 3 sets. And once I get here, now I'm gonna come back to my ducks for about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ducks. Over. 2, 1, and back. 5. All right, and you should be able to do that one a little bit longer because you're not pulling the whole time. Our ducks actually aren't that strenuous, so I would say you could probably go 5, 5, 5. You know, go 30 seconds to a minute. 5 seconds, go, and you can be as on time as you want. If you have somebody else timing you, say switch. That'd be awesome. Switch, switch, switch. So you can combo each of those. All right. So try that one. Let's go. Let's try for a minute. Let's go for a minute. See how that works. Take about a minute break. You might be a little tired, and then let's do 5 sets of those. So it'll be like good 5 minute push. All right. Go. All right. Another one we can do basically, right, as you're kind of working some different pulls, and you can actually just kind of get a breather and just kind of work pulling in. So I'm trying to pull to my core a little bit as I'm moving my feet, but I'm trying to get a little breather here as I transition from one thing to the next. Another one, we're going to come all the way up through elbow, elbow. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to combo that with a double elbow here. All right, so it's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, both, boom. 1, 2, 1, 2, both. 1, 2, 1, 2, both. And then both. And just kind of work that, and then we'll be able to combo these all together a little bit. So let's go 20 seconds. 1, 2, back, back, double, back. 1, 2, 1, 2, back. All right, let's combo that 20 seconds, 30-second break, 20 seconds, 30-second break, 20 seconds. All right, a little forearm workout here. I'm gonna hold it with my hand just to give me a little bit, but basically I'm trying to grab it with just these two fingers. So my hand's gonna come in, but I'm pinching it with these fingers, and now I'm just gonna go back and forth over and over again. Now, if you look at my arms, you know, I'm just trying to be as smooth as I can, but I can feel my arms already. They're burning. These muscles right here, they're working. And I'm just nice and easy. Just little motions. Just a little, this is more than anything, it's just a grip workout. My arms aren't working much, but my forearms are, because I'm doing everything with just my fingers, and they're squeezing. So again, just something to play with. This could be at the end. Like, man, my arms are tired, just a little cool down. Just using those fingers, pinch at those fingers. And I'm trying to really get in sync here. Not doing much, but I got a pretty good little In and out, it's in sync. All right, a little cool down there. Okay, last thing here. This one will be hard. 5 minutes, okay? Do not let it stop moving. Now, if you need a break, again, this is a good little break right here where I'm just kind of thinking of my next thing. But I can go from here, right? Here. And I might do each one for probably, you know, like 10 seconds or so, right? So here I am. All right, now I'm gonna switch. 1, 2, 3, here. 1, 2, here. Get my ducks. My ducks. Okay, now I'm back. Now I'm going curls. All right, now maybe I'm working on snap. Now I'm back. You know, now I'm back. Working my ducks. And there's a couple different things that we can get in there, but basically do that whole thing for that whole time. Just keep it moving. Again, if you feel like you're getting tired, just breather. Still working my poles, getting my breath back a little bit. Did I miss any, Jake?
No, but the good thing about bungees is, you know, you start to get tired a little bit. You want to push yourself as much as you can.
I can turn this way. Start digging
digs.
underhooks. You know, and we'll have a lot more of the stuff, but you know, I can get some other things. You know, I can work some punches if you want. It's just working those shoulders muscles. But these are good, especially as much as we underhook. All right, and then just coming back, just working all sorts of different positions.
And the goal, guys, here, if he's going 5 minutes hard, the goal is to keep those bands moving. So you start to get tired, you keep your hands moving, move in if you have to. That's the point of the bungee. You keep trying to push yourself, but as he gets tired, you know, you might have to move in a little bit. But your hands and arms continue to move. He's at about a minute, so he only needs 4 more.
I'm not even breathing hard. This is a piece of cake.